Welcome to Theme Park World. I'm the advisor round here, and I'm going to help you through the game. There's tons of great stuff to explore and do. Welcome to Theme Park World. Don't I know you? Click on your name if you've played before. If you haven't, click on a new player button to get started. What am I thinking? I don't even know your name. Why don't you start by telling me who you are? Click on a new player button and type in your name. Look, I won't tell anybody you're here. Just click on a new player button and we'll get started. Great! This area is called the lobby, and from here you can see the gates to 4 fabulous parks. You can move between them by clicking the arrow buttons on the control panel, or by using the cursor keys. You need golden keys to enter the parks. Here's one now to get you started. This key will get you into the Halloween World and Lost Kingdom parks right away. You'll need to earn some more keys before you can enter the Wonderland and Space Zone parks. I'll tell you more about that later. Let's get started. Just click on the gate of the park you want to play in first, and the fun can begin. Click on the gate of the park you want to start in, and let the festivities begin. First, type your name into the text box. Then, click a button to choose an instant action or a full simulation game. When you're finished, click the tick button to get going. Type the new name into the text box, then, when you're ready, click the tick button. You need to type the new name on 2 lines, because that is how it will look on the sign. You can just use the first line if you want, just to make sure the second text box is empty. Click the tick button when you're done. To save this park, you'll need to type in a name and then click the tick button. If you want to replace an existing park, click its name on the list. Change the name if you want, then click the tick button. If you change your mind, click the cross button to cancel. To load an existing park, you just need to click its name on the list. Click the cross button to cancel. Just to get you started, I built a small park, nothing fancy, and I hired some staff to run it. It could use some fixing up, but hey, it's a start. See the control panel over there at the bottom left part of the screen? The buttons on it do a bunch of different things. Click them and I'll tell you more. That meter on the left side of the panel shows how happy the visitors are, if there are any visitors, that is. This is a list of all the things you've built in your park. Cool, eh? Click an item on the list to view or change its details. You can choose from rides, sideshows, shops and miscellaneous items by clicking the buttons over the list. If you click the buttons on the right edge of the panel, you can see information about the park or the staff or your visitors. This screen shows all kinds of information about your park and its visitors. Click the buttons beside and above the graph to choose which information is shown and for what period. To see information about your visitors, the staff, or the things you've built, click the buttons on the right edge of the panel. This screen shows information about your finances. Clicking the buttons above and beside the graph lets you choose which information is shown and over what period. Click the buttons on the right side of the panel to set the ticket price, adjust staff training budgets, and take out or repay loans. This is where you take out and repay loans. To switch between the loans that are available and those outstanding, click the buttons above the list. To take out or pay back a particular loan, click on it on the list. Click the buttons on the right side of the panel to see information about your finances, set the ticket price, or to change staff training budgets. This is where you discover new stuff to build. Dragging the horizontal sliders sets how much research gets done in each field, like rides or shops, and those pumps on the right show how fast the work is going. If you want to change which item is being researched, click the left and right arrow buttons. Drag the vertical slider on the left to determine how hard your scientists work. This is where you can buy stuff to build in your park. Just click on something on the list to buy it. Click those buttons above the list to choose from rides, sideshows, shops, and miscellaneous items. To hire staff, click the button on the right edge of the panel. This is where you come to get staff for your park. To hire someone, just click their name on the list. Click the buttons above the list to see different types of employees. If you want to buy something, you need to click the button on the right-hand side of the panel. You can find out about your employees on this screen. The buttons at the bottom lets you fire them, pick them up, and put them somewhere else, or set their patrol area. You can change someone's name by clicking on it at the top of the screen. To find a worker or see a list of the whole staff, click those buttons on the right edge of the panel. This screen lists all of your park's employees. Click a name on the list to see that worker's details. You can click the buttons above the list to choose different types of workers. To see information about the visitors, the things you've built, or the park itself, click those buttons on the right edge of the panel. This is where you set training budgets for your staff. I know, but it's important. Clicking on the plus and minus buttons raises and lowers the budget for each type of worker. That coloured bar on the right shows their average skill level. Clicking the button on the right edge lets you take out or repay loans, check out your finances, or set the ticket price. Now you need to click on a path to place your new employee in the park. He'll start working right away. Those buttons on the control panel arm let you locate your employees. Click a button to find a particular kind of worker, and keep on clicking to find other workers of that type. To see details about an employee, click on their name. It looks like you want to set this employee's patrol area. First, click on the ground where you want one corner of the area to be. Then, move the cursor until the whole patrol area is covered and click one more time. To cancel this employee's patrol area, click the patrol area button. To set a new one, just click the button again. See? Management's easy. I noticed that you turned off the pop-up help. You know, if it was turned on, you could find out what buttons and icons do by pointing at them and reading the tips at the bottom of the screen. Go to the options screen if you want to turn them back on. If you're curious about a button or icon, just point at it with a cursor and check out the tip that appears at the bottom of the screen. If you ever get lost, just press the Home key, up there near the top right of your keyboard, and you will return to the front gate of the park. If you ever feel lost, just remember that the arrow near the top right corner of the screen always points to the park gates. If you want to get to the gates quickly, you can click the arrow or press the Home key over there on the top right part of the keyboard. The map shows an overview of the park and some other important information. The plus, minus and arrow buttons down near the bottom left let you zoom in and out and scroll the map. The 5 buttons on the bottom left edge let you see the things you've built, while the 4 buttons on the bottom right let you view visitors and see their thoughts. The other 4 buttons on the right edge let you view your staff and their work. Hello? A message just came in for you. If you look, you can see its icon sitting on the antenna on the top of the control panel. Left-click the icon to open up the message. These messages help you stay on top of new developments. To look at related information or to close or delete the message, click on the buttons. Whew, space is getting tight and you don't have much room left to build in. Have you considered expanding your park area? To do so, go to the Buy Things screen and choose Buy Land. To buy an area of land, first click on the ground where you want one corner of the area to be. Then, move the cursor to mark the required area and click one more time. The new area must join up with your existing park. To clear an area of land, first click on the ground where you want one corner of the area to be. Then, move the cursor to cover the required area and click one more time. Any item which is inside the area will be removed. This screen lists all of the visitors in your park. To see a person's details, click their name on the list. Click a button on the right side of the panel to see information about the things you've built, or the park, or your staff. This screen lets you see details about one of your visitors. If you'd like to locate visitors, or see a list of everybody who's in the park, click the buttons on the right edge of the panel. You can locate visitors by clicking the button on the control panel arm. Keep clicking to see the different visitors. You can find out more about someone by clicking on their name. The buttons on this panel let you use camcorder mode, very cool, and send email postcards. Click on them if you want to hear more. Click any location in the park to be transported there so you can walk around and explore, or you can click on a ride to ride it. The record and stop buttons let you make a movie and save it on your hard disk. Click the eject button when you want to leave camcorder mode. First, you move the blueprint to the site you want. Second, if whatever you're building has an entrance, which is marked with arrows, make sure you hook it up to a path so people can get in and out. You can rotate the blueprint by pressing the comma and full stop keys, the ones with the angled brackets above them. Do you see them down there? The green line along the edge of the blueprint marks the front of the object. When you're ready to place it, just click. Move the blueprint to wherever you want to build the ride. The green arrow shows where the people line up for the ride, and the orange arrow shows the exit. Don't forget to connect the exit to a path, or visitors won't be able to get out. You can use the plus and minus buttons on this screen to adjust the ticket price, or you can click the button at the bottom to open or close the park. To adjust staff training budgets, take out or repay a loan, or review your finances, click the buttons on the right-hand edge of the panel.